Hey everybody, Corey here, coming at you with another GAC video. Today we are in an interesting predicament. My opponent did attack first. I was waiting for my new crispy microphone to get here, and I do believe it is crispy, so I do believe the wait was worth it instead of attacking first. We got about a little over 3 hours left, and this certainly won't take that long. My opponent is just under 10 million GP. Let's see what that looks like. 9.3 million 5 GLs with 2 GL ships. I have a pretty good idea of what he has already done or attempted. But unfortunately, based on his defense, based on his roster, it's obviously a lot wider than mine. I have a plan, but as most times, I can't drop anything. I even split up my JML Jedi team, which could go bad in either direction, to be quite honest. But he took 3 zones and 2 ships. Now, the saving grace here is I might not even need to take his ships. He didn't drop anything up here. I wouldn't expect him to. He did drop once on Rey. He dropped twice on Finn Zorii. And then back here, I don't know if it's because my Ewoks worked out or if it's just because he dropped on Ewoks, but I did switch them with Night Sisters and put them back there just so they could be kind of like an unexpected curveball for someone to deal with. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe he just failed, but he dropped there too. So he's got 4 drops on his way to, 3 clears and 2 ships down. He didn't even try my Leviathan. I would bet my account he cannot come back and beat my Leviathan. I guarantee he just used some junk on this junk team, and he used his profundity on my Executor, and then that's the end of it. But he has nothing left for Leviathan. So, we're going to start with the zone. It really doesn't matter where we start because, like I said, I can't afford to drop anything. But I know that Slicker needs to take Jabba. Now, yikes. Part of what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be undermanning this, and I think I can get away with it. Thanks to the First Order TIE Pilot Kron. I was considering not using Hux here, but I think because I'm undermanning it, I do want to get Supreme Leader Kylo Ren's cooldowns reset sooner rather than later. And hopefully that taunt ignore, I can lock down Kersantin, I can lock down Boosh, and then hopefully just nobody gets out of control. The reason I'm doing this is because I'm so desperate for teams that one of my potential teams that I would use is a leftover First Order team to take out his Dash team. I do have another First Order Kron, but yeah, we'll see how this goes. I have to do this. I did the math in advance. I absolutely positively must do it this way. So let's just triple check and make sure that we're going to go first. I do think I remember, yeah, his job is modded for speed, but he's not actually going to go first or anything. So without further ado, I'm not excited, but here we are. We'll start on Boosh. We do not want her assisting and whatnot. And we will give it back. Do I? I'll do this instead. Yep. That's fine. I would actually prefer they continue to go for the pilot. That's the goal. And now people should just start falling over. We can ignore taunt. We should ignore taunt. I don't know if the assist, yeah, because Boosh is gone. Great. We learned that recently. And this is going the way that I needed it to. So this is like step 1 of this working, if it's gonna work. I'm doing this because Kylo is blinded, and I think we can get away with this poke right here. Yep. Step 1, that's the Underman. Okay. I'm literally gonna scratch that off over here. That's Jabba. Keller and Beck, I have as the next one. That's something other than what I would normally do. I'm splitting my Jedi team because I have to. And what I need to think of is who's critical to beat this team. And I think it's these three. Because my other team, that is not really amazing, is going to be led by Jedi Knight Revan. And he needs all the help he can get. Because my Revan team is really not great. So I'm questioning who is going to get Shock T. I guess I will go for... I'm going to use my Qui-Gon team on Mon Mothma. I really think they need Revan. I'm going to need Revan, Bastila. I guess Old Ben can be the tank. Probably Plo and probably Shock T. But I'm going to use Omicron Qui-Gon Jinn on one of the teams on their back wall. This is pretty yikes. I don't think I modded Luminara by this point. I did not. Okay, Revan, you. The question is, my Qui-Gon team, can they afford to go without Plo Koon or Shock? No, it's not my Qui-Gon team. Gosh, it's my other. It's because I'm going to use 3 Jedi teams. This is the part that I didn't get to really think out. I knew these 3 needed to be here for this to work. Ezra is just here because he has mods, basically. I don't want to put another tank on this team because he's the tank, and I don't want anyone else to taunt. My Revan team is gonna need a tank, and I think that's gonna be Old Ben. So I have to hijack one of these Jedi. I don't think I can afford to use these junk Jedi that have no mods on them. And so the Jeopardy theme is playing. I suppose Shock T. And so what's left for the Revan team, which is more important arguably, Revan, Bastila, Ben, Plo Koon. They need a tank. Revan, Bastila. No, Ben is the tank. Plo Koon. Yeah, I mean, it's either... No, I've got to put a junk Jedi on this team. I'm sorry. What does Ethkoth even do? Yeah, 75. I mean, I guess I'll take a chance to stun. Right? This is what I have to do. It's not what I want to do. It's what I have to do, unfortunately. Ethkoth can just exist and maybe soak some damage in the meantime. I probably want the crit avoidance most. Crit chance, crit damage. Save the offense for someone else. Let's give this a try. Oh, I have to do this. I have no choice. Yep. Who do we want to just start controlling right off the bat? I guess it can be... Or do we just go straight for killing Mace? Let's try to get Yoda down. He's the squishiest. Yep. One of these. That's great. Let's do that. Yep. That's great. Let's call the big boy. Yep. Big boy again. Yep. And we will... Hoda. That's great. Do you think I want... Yep. I know. Temper tantrum. Let's get Luke. Anakin is just upset. He's quite upset. As he should be. Hoda again. Let's do ETH. Okay. JKL. And we'll do, let's try to recover a couple banners with Hoda somewhere. Keep going. Hoda. There's the revive. Yeah, sure. Fine. Let's give him that so Hoda can go under stealth, but now we're going to probably do too much damage. More banners. More banners. That's all we're going for. Yeah, we'll put the stun out just to turtle a little bit more. There he goes. Could have been cleaner. Next up is, see, the only, and again, like I say most times, the only reason I can do a lot of this is because he's got some suboptimal teams, but like Zorii is still nothing to scoff at. Zorii can still absolutely, you know, run circles around. I need CLS for Phoenix. There's so much that has to go the right way. Sorry. This is a really rough one. Dash gets leftover first order. I suppose we can give that a try. The only thing I'm really worried about here, Dash might actually need Revan, because if I can't get through the taunt, Vandor is just going to keep doing what Vandor does. And that's not good. So I think Zorii will actually get the first order leftovers. And we'll just have to go from there. So, here come the Jedi leftovers. Revan, Bastila. Who did I say? Ben's going to be our tank. Plo Koon and Shak Ti. Oh, and I'm hoping these dispels work for me. Yep, I'm going to go with, we want the crit avoidance here as well. And Revan needs to mark Vandor Chewie, and it needs to go flawlessly well. I think I'm just going to start. I'm going to get rid of those buffs. Oh, damage. And now everybody's dazed, and that's okay. It's kind of okay. Revan can cleanse everybody and swap with Bastila. Let's get that daze off. Bastila can try to get a stun over there. That's great. Revan can mark Vandor Chewie, which is what we desperately need. Ben, as much as I do want him to tank, I think I'd rather try to get that turn meter down, and it worked. Now let's get turn meter back. Let's call Revan to assist. Vandor Chewie needs to be gone. Vandor Chewie is gone. I think Dash needs to be next. Give it to Revan. Yep. Now Ben can do his thing and hopefully tank. Cleanse Shak Ti and swap with her. And now call Revan to assist again. We really just want Dash gone sooner rather than later. And we don't need that on the assist right now. We will cleanse Ben. There we go. Offense down. We'll focus on Quill next. Yep. Mark the Quill. Yeah, sure. Let's do this. Okay. Everything is going the way it needs to go for now. I think we're out of the hard part, to be quite honest, so that's fine. Stealth on the tank. This is what we live for. This is what the AI is known for, is putting stealth on the tank. There you go. Let's see if we can get a stun. We can. Hopefully we can just recover as many banners as possible. Looks like that'll be something doable. Does anybody need protection? No. This was clean. Jedi leftovers. Got Dash. No. Zorii. Zorii. This is supposed to be leftover First Order. And we kind of have a backup plan. Although I thought I had more other First Order leftover. Apologies. However, I think this will be okay. Stormtrooper has like no mods, or he's missing mods. It's really, 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 really bad. But what I think I can get away with is Vader, and where is Maul? I want Maul. I want a bunch of tanks to be here, and I need Vader and Sith Trooper to do a lot of work. And that's it. Let's see, whose leadership do I actually want, though? For 20, yeah, I actually am going to do this. I want Savage to lead that. And I want Kylo to show up over here, because Savage will do this. Sith allies gain 75% defense and tenacity have for other allies. So Kylo's leadership wasn't even going to apply to the whole team. Savage's will, even if it's half as effective. And I think that defense is going to be absolutely necessary here. This is a big risk, to be quite honest. This is a big, big risk. This is the one that I'm most worried about right now. Let's see how it goes. We've got the big armor pen cron. Hopefully it's enough. They're going to get going first. That is to be expected. Let's go. Yeah, let's go for Finn. We need to start doing some of that damage. Yep. And this is what I was looking for first. Get as many assists as we possibly can on the Sith Trooper. I don't think I have a desire to dispel anything right now. That's fine. We'll go for Holdo. She's got her damage immunity, and now her damage immunity is gone. Okay. Now we can get rid of these exposes. Okay. And we'll keep going on Finn. We'll do the crush. Yep, he's got his damage immunity, and now it's gone. Keep going on Finn. Finn's feeling the pain. We don't want to dispel him. Let's do that. I want him to maintain his taunt for a second. Dodge, of course. We're losing steam. We're losing steam quickly. And it's not good. I think if we can get a kill on Holdo, that's what we're going to want to go for. Oh, this is really, 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 really bad. This is really, really, really bad. Yep. That's it. Oh. That's probably the drop. That's probably the drop that ends this whole thing. So I have other teams that can beat that, but I don't know if I have other teams that can finish what I need to finish up top because of this. So now we're just going to go up top, and we'll start with what we know. That's a big bummer, because this guy out-rostered me, and his performance was quite poor. And it's I have no issue losing an evenly matched fight, but I just get so sour when my opponent, has 7 drops, and I just get out-rostered because of my, I have 1 drop, and it's done at that point. Very bitter. So we'll see. We'll see if we can salvage it. This is going the way it needs to go. Yep, and we just nuke the brute. AoE. Yep. Yeah. Alright. That's Geos. CLS. I'm crossing these off as I do them. CLS for Phoenix. And yeah, we gotta have That should be good. That should be the one I want. And we'll start on Rex for obvious reasons. Okay. This is the kind of thing that can get out of hand relatively quickly. Dodge. Dodge the Dispel, which I desperately need. Yeah. Oh, that's the end. Oh, that's the worst. The daze is exactly what I was trying to get ahead of. We cannot use call to action. We cannot do it. Everybody desperately needs those bonuses. C-3PO getting locked down. Luke is getting a ton of turn meter, but it's not enough without the assists, to be quite honest. Let's try to get rid of those buffs. And I do want to try to get that stun off. He needs to die. We're getting some people back. In terms of the days, we need to keep Krex locked down. This is something. We need to keep Krex locked down. Yeah. I might even be so bold as to use call to action right now so that I can ignore it and get Krex. But now we're missing out on... Oh, the call to action bonuses. That was fantastic. He was blinded and we got the dodge. I desperately need C-3PO to take a turn. I know. We can't ignore. Luke needs translation, so let's just see if we can get the kill here. We cannot. This is really rough. And it's definitely over if I can't take Phoenix. That's going to be the end of it. And this is quite honestly not looking good. The lack of assists here is really, really, really bad. People are just not alive when I need them to be. Yeah, that's game. That's really unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. But this is the only way it was gonna work, unfortunately. Krex is just an animal. I'm so sad because his performance was just so awful. And he just out-rostered me by 2.5 million GP. And that's it. That's all there is to it. This is the only way that I could have split these teams up. While we're here, we can just... What's left? His back wall has bad Ewoks, bad Night Sisters, and a bad Mon Mothma team. And really, all that's left for you to see now is to watch me practice on the teams that are left. And that's fine. I was going to practice Starkiller on Rey. Oh, this makes me so sad. And I know I could have taken his fleets too, which is not something that happens all the time. All right, we will Starkiller the Rey. That's a bummer. It's a real bummer. Jedi tank. That's gonna be Kenobi. So yeah, one drop was almost hopeless. 2 drops is like definitely hopeless. And I guess at least I'll feel better if my Starkiller fails on the Rey, because I had to do this as well. There's so many suboptimal counters, matchups that I was about to have to utilize here. So it's okay. Let's stagger Finn, get the zap on him. Let's see if we can't... I do just want to break that stagger. There's the stagger. Let's dispel what we can. We're not going to throw the barrel just yet. I guess we can try to get the shock on him just for the sake of the turn meter. Now let's start whittling away at Ben. There's Ben, damage immunity. Now we need to start whacking Rey. We don't want to use the shock. There's the first whirlwind. Keep going. Keep getting as many assists as we can. GK? Sure. Call the assist. Let's get rid of that crit immunity so we can actually start critting. Surprise. Yep. That'll get her below half, but she's going to go into her ult now. Finn is next, but he's not. Everybody's just like sitting with damage immunity at this point. Could try to just whack Rey. Okay, there's that. She's inspired. We need to get it off ASAP. Inspired is now off. I'm going to save the Star Destroyer. That's it. I'm going to save the Star Destroyer. And we can just keep zapping in the meantime. And we'll see what comes of this. I'm going to try to still keep people shocked. She's cleansing herself. That's very annoying. Oh, Rey's inspired again. This could be a big hit on Rey. Okay, we got the inspired off. Let's just keep smacking Rey. Okay. We survived. Okay. Need the Star Killer. We're getting there. Oh, that's really bad. But the counter is really good. There's that. Pull it out of the sky. Okay, there's that. Didn't really want... Doesn't this... No, this should kill Rey. Yep, there it is. Now we just have to wait this out. So, of course, Star Killer against Rey worked this time because I needed it too. What was I going to use for Malgus? Oh, yeah, I was going to use Bane on Malgus. That's not really entertaining, though, right? Is there anything left? I mean, I can't take 3 zones. That's the number one problem here, is that I just can't take 3 zones at this point. Unless I have to Bane the Malgus. Yeah. Offensive protection, the hell. Yeah, we'll just do that. That's fine. I know. Get the cooldowns where we can. Love it when he dodges. Yeah, fear. So weird that Bane can be feared. Just seems very counterintuitive to, you know, Bane and who he is and what he does. Okay, we should have our cooldowns back now, except that was a fear. Does it matter? I swore he couldn't be feared. Maybe I'm just a clown. I don't know. Now 2 down. Still here. Look at you, big boy. The only, I mean, it's Phoenix, right? The only thing I can do. Please stand by. Okay. I wanted to double check and make sure Radis doesn't work, and Radis does not work. So I think the only thing, if anything, was going to work at this point would be ye ol' Galactic Republic Jedi. And that includes the junk Jedi, because we just need Jedi at this point. And the only chance we have is Anakin going on his temper tantrum. And so we're going to want one of the Krons with as much damage as possible, I guess. I guess I'll take the armor pen. He doesn't do special damage, right? Come here. Physical damage, yep. Alright, it's not great. This is for science, I suppose. See if we can just get to his ships. Yep, there's that. Yep, there's that. I mean, and this team can't ignore taunt, so... is Qui-Gon going to be the next to die? I don't think so. I think the AI is going to be stupid, so we'll see. You know, just try to get the biggest hit that we can get, I suppose. I'd be so sad if, like, this was the answer. Like, I'd rather... What did I say? What did I say in my last video? Never use Anakin's AoE. They will kill Qui-Gon as soon as you use Anakin's AoE. Every single time. They will kill Qui-Gon as soon as you use Anakin's AoE. It is like clockwork. It's clockwork. Is Chopper gonna taunt? I just need Chopper to go away. And now he's got backup plan. I am so sad. I'm so sad because Anakin did so much damage. I'm miserably sad. Just miserably sad. I'm actually relatively confident that Anakin would have gotten that kill. Or all these kills. What a disgusting GAC. That's it. Wampa doesn't work. They have tenacity down. I mean, Iden would work if my Iden was actually any good. Under normal circumstances, Iden might work. I just tried to use a Datacron. Here we are. Can't be resisted, so at least get a stun on him out of the gate, but someone's gonna die after this. That's the real problem, is someone's just gonna die out of the gate. Sure, let's do the crit damage. Ezra's got a dispel. And of course he dispels Iden because yes. Let's get the taunt up. Try to stagger everyone. Yep, and now Chopper's taunting. Death Trooper's dazed, so he can't even double tap. Iden is definitely, she's on my list of characters that I need to just get up for the passion projects. Because her team is so strong. They really are. But, you know, an Omicron can only take you so far, to be quite honest. What if Hera just died? She won't. Oh yeah, we're all dazed. Because Krex. Krex is really just... takes the Phoenix team to new heights. Oh, wow. And it just occurred to me that everyone being dazed, Iden's Omicron that causes them to gain turn meter when enemies attack out of turn is just completely turned off. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. This one can be just meant to lose, I suppose. That's the end of it. They're just going to sit here watching them get pounded on. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. I didn't. I'm sick to my stomach seeing this guy fail miserably on random teams, but such is life. Yeah, you can't punch up all the time, and yeah, that's it. I could have taken 2 zones. There's no point. I mean, you saw, I could have Star-Killered Zorii. I could have Baned Zorii. I could have even Imperial Troopered Zorii. But just with the resources I had left, I wouldn't have been able to do anything top. I needed every single matchup to work. And Zorii was one of the curveballs. So that's it. Well, we get to have a faster video today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this and learn. I don't know. I'm sure I made a mistake somewhere in there, but learn from my mistakes. Don't make them yourself. And I'll see you all next time. Oh, and this is the final result, by the way. We're done. I don't need to post it in the description. All right. See ya.